Hi, my name is Patti Wood, and I'm a body language expert and also an expert in teaching people how to detect deception and establish credibility. I work as a media coach and consultant. I used to train at a law enforcement training center many years ago. And back then, the research that was available at that time, and by the way, there was very little research at all on detecting deception, said that the best way to detect deceit was to just be skeptical, just assume everybody was lying to you. And personally, I didn't believe that, and I didn't teach that principle. I taught instead the principle that you're about to learn, that the best way to detect deceit, the best way to know whether or not somebody's being honest with you, is to know what honesty looks like, feels like, and sounds like. It's fascinating to me that the people that are best able to detect deceit have now been shown in the research to be the very people that know what honesty looks like and sounds like and how it feels to be in the presence of somebody that's being honest. Because the minute you are with somebody that's dishonest, your central nervous system should alert you that something is terribly wrong. Ideally, your body is a human lie detector, and your central nervous system alerts you to things that aren't right, danger, fearful interactions. So you should have a body that lets you know when something's wrong. Your heart rate should increase, your blood pressure should rise. You might even do things that you would think only a liar does, like frequent blinking or flushing of the cheeks. So how can you actually develop, if you don't feel like you already have it, the ability to detect deceit accurately? Well, you need to know what true north is like. So the exercise today in detecting deception, I call establishing true north. What I'd like you to do is really breathe deeply and relax. And I want you to remember somebody in your life that you know currently or that's from your past who you think is a very honest, credible person, a person of integrity. Now recall that person, and as you're recalling them, think and remember what they look like. What are their facial expressions? What are their body language, motions, and gestures? How do they stand? How do they sit? How do they move through space? How do they sound? What does their voice feel like, sound like to you? Create a very strong sense memory of what this honest, credible person of integrity looks like, sounds like, feels like. Okay, now you've got that. Let's take it to the next stage. What I'd like you to do now is place yourself with them. I want you to recall how you feel or felt, if it's from the past, in the presence of this honest person, this person of integrity and character. How do you feel when you're with them? Start to even brainstorm and list emotions and feelings. Have you got that? Okay, I've been doing this exercise for quite a while, and when I process this exercise with my audiences, people shout out how they feel in the presence of a person of integrity, and they go, I feel safe, I feel warm, I feel peaceful, I feel calm, I feel energized, I feel good, I feel great. It's wonderful. So I hear a long list of these good, strong, fabulous emotional states from people recalling what it feels like to be in the presence of honesty, what it feels like to be with what I want you to place in your muscle memory as true north. So go back to that sense memory of what it feels like to be with your true north. You got it? Now, here's the magic. From now on, whenever you go into a situation that's critical for you to remember or sense when somebody is lying to you, maybe it's a job interview and you're interviewing a candidate for your firm. Maybe it's an important meeting where you're negotiating with somebody you don't know whether or not you can trust them. Maybe it's a family meeting and you're talking to your kids or your sweetie pie, and it's critical for you to sense and know when that person is telling the truth and when they're lying. When you go into those situations, I want you to use that sense memory of your true north. And if you feel, even for a moment, something not right, that you don't feel true north, pay attention. Now, I teach in many other programs specific body language cues to look for, and I also teach questioning techniques and other behaviors and techniques for what to do next or other things you can do. But the most important thing, the key piece from now on in your life that you will have, is that you know what's true north.